Oops. Question answer here. The site. Now you can go. Hello? Hello? Nothing happening here. Okay. Hello, what are you? No, I was wondering if I'm connected. So you can hear me mumbling and not answering, huh? Okay. Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, I'm drinking tea, so sitting on the computer and with this chair last 3-4 hours. Yeah, no green tea. Everybody just telling me, warning me, but I'm still regular tea with 2 spoon sugar, full spoon. Nowadays, everybody has 2 things, right? Blood pressure and sugar. So every other person. And here I am taking 2 tablespoons. Anyway, so how you all doing? Good? Hi Ted, how are you? Yeah. I'm thinking about making a standing station too. Couple of laptops. I'm to a point where I can handle everything in just 2 screen. Couple of laptops will be fine. I learned how to make the profiles and this and that, and I quickly on a small little fast computer I can switch things and watch and go through everything. You will get there in time. All right. So what time is it now? 6:02. Okay. All right. Let's wait maybe 1 more minute. I see a couple of more people not here, so let them come in. How you doing, Ted? Something weird happening right now as I'm speaking to this thing yen. Yen pairs are jumping all over the place. I don't know what. I don't remember any news scheduled at this time. All of those yen pairs making spikes, or it's maybe just stop hunting going on right now. Because today is like almost finished, right? And tomorrow, most of the countries bank holiday, so it's almost no trading tomorrow. So that's what it is. They just go, try to take out all the stops, make some money that way. Wow, that's it. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna show you. How many of you have watched the video that I sent out about the USDX? Maybe I think yesterday, a couple of days ago. I think it's yesterday, right? About the USDX going back to 7303. Okay, so so far so good, right? The reason I made that video is like that I got a couple of emails that a couple of guys got confused that first I said that we're gonna go back to 7303, and then the second 4-hour chart was saying that we may be turning from. The first reason is that I also speculate just as anybody else. maybe a little better, but still a speculation. And market's not going to listen to me 100%. When I say 73.03, it doesn't have to be 73.03, right? So when I sense something else, I mean, from my gut feeling that, and a little bit other knowledge of other things like Elliott wave, third wave is this, so the fourth wave usually turns around 38%. So when it got to the 38%, then I says, well, okay, maybe if we're not ready, we're not watching it closely, then we will miss the fifth wave down. That fifth wave down will send euro, pound, Aussie, all of those to the upside. And I was expecting that, up move from, like Euro USD from 38, 36. I was expecting that we might go to 39.69 area. But that was still there. Not actually still there, but let me see. Where's that for? This was that. Okay, let's go and take a couple of the current chart of your your index. What I'm doing. Okay, so what really happened is that as I caught it, that it could be a small fourth wave, and then we will still jump for a little up move to finish up the fifth wave as the correction, or it's a correction. Like I said, that Elliott wave is very weird. It's complex thing. And this is the reason that, you think that it should be a fourth wave and it should be a correction, but it unfolding in five waves, then you go, huh? What happened here? It should be in three waves, A, B, C. But the thing is that market doesn't go by Mr. Elliott rules. It does what it does. We have to find out what is happening, right? So it's a lot of things. And Elliott wave, by the way, everybody should know that when Mr. Elliott made these, rules and on all that, Elliott waves, it was done on the stock market, not Forex. So Forex and the stock market, I found out it's a little bit different. Also the Fibonacci tool, like I always tell you, if you pay attention, 61.8 is very important, 78.6 is very important. But I see more and more in action, this number between them, 70.7, which is the square root of the 50%, of the half of it, this right here. Okay. So, so we also discover things, right? Like I invented this harmonic pattern trading from point C to D, right? Nobody does that. Everybody says, well, once it's finished at point D, then you're supposed to trade it. But we mostly trade this from point C, and we make a lot more than, when you trade it from point D after finishing it, because it's a long distance, especially bat and butterfly. Those have a big distance between point B to D. So that is the second trade, actually. Yes. The first one is from C, then the second trade is from the break of point B. You still have a lot of room. So those two trades are most of them, like very lucrative. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, man, I'm making courses, believe me or not. I'm making right now. I think I'm on the fifth. See, all of my videos are either webinars or the scattered videos. I'm talking blah 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 here, there, different topics, and hi, hello, everything. But I wasn't paying attention when I started at the beginning. But now what I'm doing is that more and more people are asking that if I have something systematic so that they can learn properly from the beginning, step by step. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm making the harmonic, the course out of the harmonic patterns, and then starting from how to open an account, how to set up the charts, small little tricks in there with MT4, because it's very important to learn and know what you can do with this platform. And then how to use, the most important thing is how to use the Fibonacci tool, how to fix it, and how to use it properly. If you measure things wrong, then everything goes wrong. 2 + 2 = 5 makes the whole thing wrong. It doesn't matter if you keep doing calculation for years. At the end, you will have a wrong result. So 2 plus 2, 4 must be done properly. So, calculating those fib levels and I found a lot of weird ways that people have been using this tool. I mean, I was like, what? It's amazing. But, not everybody, everybody has different ways. If it works for them, that's fine, But yeah, I made the video on that, a very good one, so you will understand exactly what are these numbers. First of all, I asked in 2 webinars before that if anybody can tell me where this number come from, 23.6 level, where usually our C wave ends in harmonic patterns, and then we trade from there. Anybody tell me now where this number in the fib? 61.8, you know that is a golden mean, whatever. 78.6 is the square root of 61.8, and 50% is just the 50%. But where this 23.6 number? Can anybody tell me? See, that's what I'm talking about. The tool we use, if you don't know, all right, I'm going to give you 1 more week to come up with that. At least one person come up with the answer. Okay, so move on. USDX, 1 hour, we were going up here and we are still going. So I thought maybe we will drop from 38.2%, and I said watch it, and the confirmation will come if the EURUSD goes above 38.36 and hold, then we give a long setup from there to go to 39.69, or the pound will go above 67.45. But they both did for a little while and then drop back again. So see, you have this wobble here, one up and down and up and down. This is kind of fourth wave. This is like a correction. After a long move, a big move, if you see this, at 95%, it is a 4th wave, and it is always followed by a 5th wave. If it is the wave before, the move before is too big, then the 5th wave is a small truncated kind of thing. Okay, but if it's a small regular wave, and then you have like you can count 1, 2, 3, and then this is 4th wave, then you have 5th coming in around 50% or 61.8% of the wave 3. Okay, so you can use this tool to find out how much is it. If let's say if the wave 3 starts from here, you go from here to here, and then you take the start point, starting from point of wave 5, and you see right now we are at 61.8%. We might finish here. Again, I'm telling you, but it's not necessarily. We haven't touched the 73.03, but if you can see here, you have a lot of resistance. Where'd it go? On 1 hour. No, that was something else, I guess. Okay, that was EURUSD probably. This is USD index. Okay, I'm a little confused here. Okay, so we have a little bit more to go here, and let's see what happens. But so far so good. Okay, so there was another question came in that what's happening in EURUSD was I don't know, was Jamal? I don't know if he's here or not, but that's what I said, that if you watch the video and you know that the USD is going to the 73.03. I sent the video yesterday, a day before even this move started. So what do you think? Okay, if this USD is getting strong, then even euro is also getting strong, then it's not going to move it. It's not going to go up. It's going to stay there. Or if euro is not moving and USD getting strong, then obviously EURUSD is going to go down a little bit, right? But for us right now, we are on the 4th wave. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4th wave, and it is about to finish. So it doesn't make any sense to me that to go short on EURUSD or on pound USD or all that, because I think right around here somewhere you can see the divergence start to showing up a little bit here. Okay, if this thing is not going up, we already made a higher high, but this thing is not. You see here, it is below this high. So this is called divergence. This indicator is showing that the momentum is dying out and we need to come down. So pretty soon, not soon, but maybe next week, Monday, because tomorrow I don't think anything is going to move. Even today. Okay, we're done for today. So tomorrow, forget about it. I'm going to take off completely and do my, make videos and all that. Even if we are open, but the banks are closed, so the market movers are closed, the market's not going to move, and ranging conditions to try to get in, then you're killed. It's not, doesn't make any sense. You got more, better things to do. Okay, so this is probably be the end of the wave 4. So when wave 5 start to the downside, then I'll see for the next week, over the weekend, that how and when the Euro USD and Pound USD is getting ready to fly again, and where they're going. Okay, so we can see it very clean at that point once we get to 73.03. Because usually 10 pips in the index is around like 20 pips on the pairs move. They move like almost from 1.5, 1.5 time to 1.8 and 2, something like that. Okay, the question is coming in 72.69 on the USD, so weekly low on 2010 or 2008. Where do you see that number? 72.69. Oh, right here. 72.69. I have 72.68. Here is this 72.68. This is important. Right now we are messing around with it, right? Good catch. That's what you have these numbers and you know what's happening. If you pop above a little bit on this number, then you have you go to the other number, probably here 73, 73, 73, 74, the same thing here. But let me see. Okay, this is 72.68 is the 2010, August 1st, 2010. Okay, the first week of August 2010. That's what it is. You got it right. Okay, so this is the number, and this is where we are right now, and we're messing around. And see, that's what, it's very good practice, no? Good. So see, this number, and now we are above it, and then again you have a very big number, or this is a daily, but it's a number, 7303. So now you are stuck in the between these two numbers like a sandwich. So now you think that, okay, we don't have to speculate that are we going up, are we going to go down, left, right, where? Because you just watch these two numbers. Obviously, if we are going up, then we will go above 7303. That's like a hurdle. You cross the hurdle, you have a freeway, you keep going. But if not, if it is resistance, it's a big hurdle, then you stop pulling back, you drop, come down to 72.68, and then if you break it down to the downside again, then you know you are going down. As simple as that. So we're gonna stop here somewhere and then start dropping. So we will just watch it. As soon as it goes below 72.68, you start looking in the pairs, what are they doing, and you see a different kind of candlestick formation, for example, and then you jump on the 5-minute chart and look for your entries. Simple as that. I have a lot of videos, especially all of you. I will again encourage everybody, even if you have seen this a couple of times, go and watch the webinar on my website. It is November 27, 2013. It is called The Process Before the Entry. I made a live entry in that video. Instead of doing all this market review, I was just like, okay, what happens, how you use my analysis. If you have my chart, a longer time frame, then from weekly, daily, what do you look for? And then you look the 4 hour, how it is. It's bouncing. Okay, fine. 1 hour. Then you go down to 15 minute and 5 minutes. See if it is bouncing. Then you see a setup, and you take it. So the whole process is there. So watch it again and again, and you will understand, and then you will see how easy it is. That is November 27, 2013, last year. 2013, November 27. Process before the entry. It is uploaded on my website. You all have the password, right? So you have tons of webinars there, and all have good. But this one especially I made for some people were having problem. So I did the whole long video, 1 hour video explaining everything, and also I did explain the whole stack of EMAs that I use on a 5-minute chart. 15 minute, 5 minute, the white line, the red line, how the price goes, and ping pong between those levels. What you call, people call ranging, right? So what happened? What is ranging? You can see very clearly that this is what's happening. I mean, I can okay, let me quickly show you what is ranging and what is I'm talking about when I'm talking about the stack of EMAs. If I can see what they're doing, like for example, anyway, see, this is the stack. This is like white line, red line, blue line, black line. So when the price has to make a turn, for example, here it was down here, then it goes first, hit the 5-minute 200 EMA, then drop back. Then it break it, goes hit the 15-minute EMA, then drop back to 5-minute EMA, black lines. It's like this is ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping. You know what I'm saying? So it plays like that, and then finally it breaks through and goes to the red line, that white line, finds support, goes back, testing back and forth. So you have to watch what's happening, and it tells you the story. It cleanly tells you, especially if you have only this chart, I mean, to trade, it's difficult. But when you have my analysis, which is telling, like I'm going to show you right now, the pound yen, you all know that we are going up. We were bouncing. I sent that chart a week ago, and we are keep going up on that. So once you have it, that okay, we are bouncing. So what do you look for? Do you look for down move like this? No. If it is going, then you leave it alone. It says no. Analysis says that it's gonna bounce. So maybe this is just a fake out. So I'm gonna wait to go up again. Okay. So when you see it something like this, you said, okay, I will go then. Like this one, you goes above the black line, the blue line, you go to the white line that comes back here. In between, this is no man's land. Then you go above this red line and you find your setups here and you go. So this whole thing is very, I showed it very clearly there, and it's also stack and the process before the entry, analyzing the from higher time frame, daily, weekly, then 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 and 5-minute entry. Boom. That way you will learn also that how I do these analysis and all that. Okay. And finding these numbers very easy. I told you guys again and again, you can always do that. Just go in a weekly chart, mark these highs, lows. I haven't marked all of them here, just the important one which are getting close, very close to this current activity, so that we can trade. But what you need to do is just mark all of these numbers and write it down. Adimola, the other webinar, he said that my sheets don't have all these numbers, and he's 100% right. I'm working on those. Those are old sheets, and some of those new numbers are not there. Also, I didn't have the pound yen made. I have my numbers and all that, but not a proper way, to give it to you. So I'm making that as well. So we're gonna have all, like I think euro, pound, Aussie, Frankie, and then three of these euro yen, pound yen, and USD yen. Okay. And that will be all updated by next week, hopefully. So I'll give it to you. So again, off the track. Sorry about that. But there was another thing that another thing that I wanted to tell you guys, that I'm dropping the idea of the Twitter. Why? The reason is that when I started that, and I started to get in a habit that all those my major charts and everything, because it's very easy for me to send in the Twitter, I start doing that and not in the email. And then later on in the webinar, when I showed the chart, a lot of complaints that came in that, we never got the chart because I never sent it out. So not everybody is getting hooked up with the Twitter. And when I'm sending out the charts in the Twitter, a lot of people are missing out, which is not fair to them. I understand that, it's too many. Even I didn't know how to use Twitter before that. so I'm trying to, come back to only the email. I'll make the chart, even though it is a lot more work for me to do than the Twitter, but it's okay. I have to do it. So I'm going to be sending charts in the emails. Okay. And now what I'm thinking, that I'm talking to someone that to make, if I have to make a quick comment or something quick send out, that for that I'm trying to make a page or something, a place on my website where I can be there and I can post there privately, where only the subscriber can come and see whenever they want that, what are the activities. If I have something important, I'll send it. And maybe there's email hooked up that you can just hook it up, and as soon as I post something there, you get it on your email, your cell phone, iPhone, whatever, notification that you got a post in your in that place, so you can go and take a look. That would be something that I'm trying to work it out right now. Okay. Yes. Let's see. I have to take care of everybody. I know it's just some things that I like it, the other way, but it's not me. It's what I'm trying to teach. So I have to think about my students first. Okay, and most of them first, right? Democracy. Okay. All right. So now, where we are now, USD weekly chart. Okay, this is what it is. So if you understand that we saw this wave 4, if it is finished here, we're going to drop, and we're going to drop. The number I'm looking at is 7144. Okay, the 7144, if you see, it is, it's a very important, right here, this is the low. And also, if you notice that this low is coming exactly right around here, this is a pitchfork that I draw with connecting these two highs and taking this length and posting here the low. So it is like coming together with this number here. So if it goes up here, and from there one more big candle comes down and touch this channel line at 7144. Even this fib line is there, right? 7145 showing 50%. So with the weekly chart as well, our 4-hour chart is intact. So once it start coming down, then we will see what happened on all those Euro USD and Pound USD and everything. Right now, Euro USD, and they are just sliding a little bit. Let's go back and take a look what's happening according to this little up move in the Euro USD. I mean, in index. So let's go take a look at Euro USD. This is what it is. What happened here, man? It's messed up here. Okay, date. Get out of the way. Okay, I think this was. Do I have a chart here open? Euro Yen, Euro Aussie. Okay, we were here bouncing, right? Before, I don't have a chart open, but we were here, so we went up, and I said 38.36, which is this line here, 38.36. And then, this is a very big number, very important number in Euro USD. Okay, when it gets to when it gets into play, then you have to watch it. So we went above it a little bit, then came down, and then now we are messing around with it, right? And today we finished, so we're not going to. So at this point, I said, well, we can go up if we hold on that number. If not, we're going to come down. But for now, today, we can't do nothing. Okay, we are in the middle of nowhere. We are just messing around here. The day is finished. The week is finished. Tomorrow, nothing is going to happen, I guess. So we will see what happens next week. But here we're going to be messing around a little bit as we finish the fourth wave in USD index. And once the moves start coming down over there for the wave 5, then we will start going up here, maybe towards this line and 39.60. Oh, this one, not here, but here, 39.69. Okay, so this is my idea that's what's going to happen. We are holding above the monthly pivot very nicely here. This was a resistance before we broke above it. Then we came down, messing around with 4-hour moving average. So now this is 38.36 line, and you can see that we are just, back and forth, up and down and up and down. So if another thing that I want to mention here very quickly is, okay. Oh yeah. Why not Monday? Oh, so okay, no, somebody is asking that will it pick up on Tuesdays? Yeah, but maybe Monday too. I don't know. Is Monday holiday? I know this Friday is big holiday. Everybody's closed. Oh, Monday is also banks are closed? Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks, Bala. So schools are closed too, so on Friday, so we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. So maybe Monday too, I don't know. Okay, Rod saying every day is a holiday for him. So that's very good, man. This is like a heaven on earth, right? Same here, bro. In last 20 years, no, not 20 years, 25, 26, 27. In last 27 years, I never had a job. How about that? I always did my own work, mostly real estate, buying, selling houses, fixing, and this and that. Until, 10 years ago, I got into this. And I'm still in real estate, but on a back burner. I have a gas station. Anybody want a gas station for 800,000? Chevron gas station I have for sale. Okay. All right. Anyway, no, it's a very good, lucrative business. A friend of mine just, got sick, so he wants to get rid of it. So that would be like 20, 25 grand for me there if I sell it. Okay. All right. So look at this EURUSD 4-hour chart. The reason that I'm quiet on this page is that I'm watching what is happening. There's a couple of things happening here. If you take this length here, this whole drop here, this is a correction, ABC, X, ABC, okay? Some say ABC, that's a W, then X, and Y, then Z, all of that. I don't want to get involved in that. So this whole thing, and then you look at the first pullback exactly to 78.6%. And then if it comes down to 23%, then what we'll have is that XA, then this point is B, and C around 23.6%, right? That would be our C point, and then we will go, and since this first pullback would be 78, it is at 78.6%, then we will looking at a butterfly pattern, which will end up beyond the starting point, which is beyond 39.69, maybe 40, 42. All right. So according to this whole big picture, this thing needs to come down here. Okay. So now what's happening on a USDX that it need to go up a little bit more, maybe 20, 30 pips. I don't know if that will push this thing down here. Maybe around here. So, C point could be anywhere. Right? So we will be posting a C point here, and then we will go up. So where would be that C point? I don't know. It's dropping right now, so it's like not a very good setup. It's going to be a setup. That's what I'm watching. Okay. A couple of emails that I got that what about the update on EURUSD? Update on EURUSD. But the thing is, if I give you an update, this is what update is. That we are in the middle of nowhere. So it's not going to do any good to you because I'm not going to touch it. I'm not suggesting to do anything because I'm watching it. It is not a setup. We don't have a setup. It's in the middle of nowhere. It could come down here. That's what I'm saying, but it could fly. without any notice, it can go up. Okay, so what are we gonna do then, right? So we don't have any strong like trend line or channel or something. I don't have my strong feeling right now. So if I have a setup, then definitely I will give it to you guys anywhere immediately, right? I make it, even though sometimes it don't work. Like the other day, I think there was a Aussie index head and shoulder. It could, failed drastically. So completely, that happens. I just see that something is happening. The pattern is there, so pattern has to be there. If it works out or not, we just follow. We look at it closely and see if it moves in our direction, we get in. Sometimes it doesn't, so it's okay, fine. There's a lot of questions coming in, so let me read it quickly. Okay. Yeah, good evening, Santel. Whoa, I didn't even know that. When the Mr. Draghi is coming in, Bella? Tomorrow or Monday? Not today, right? Okay, Santel, I'll go. Yeah, I have a chart open. I'll go on EURUSD too. Right, yeah. So it's like it's gonna move, and then once the good move starts, I'll catch it. I'll catch it and I'll give it to you. Like last time, let me show you some of the new people here. I'm going to show you that once the setup is there, I don't wait. I'll immediately tell you that, that just go for it. But we have to have the setup. Probably this. Okay, look at this one. You see? So this chart, I immediately sent out that, okay, go for it. We gotta go straight to 38.36. That's the number I gave out. So we're gonna go up 38.36. At that point, you see these two arrows, right? We may go up, we may come down back to the TL. So this is the station we are at right now, exactly. 38, 32, 38, 36 line here, this number. So we went up straight. That was a good trade, good setup. But now at this point, we are in the middle of nowhere. So let's see where it start moving. Then we catch it. Okay. So this is about the Euro USD. And okay. Okay, Fawad, that's a very good question. You're saying that if the USDX, like, remember, let me go back. Okay, hold on, just a minute. I'll show you. You are talking about the USDX. Is this the USDX? Okay, right. Okay, now what we are looking at, I just said it, and I'll repeat it again. Watch this daily chart. What do you see? Where are we going? You're going up, right? Okay. So what I'm saying here, that what's going to happen on the 4-hour chart, I just said that this is, if you take this length, and then this pullback is 78.6%. So we may come down to post point C. After that, we go for D. That would be the move. This is just a small correction we are looking at. Now here on a USDX, you have two scenarios. You have one small short-term scenario where exact trading is going, and then I give you like a daily and weekly chart. That doesn't mean that that thing is going to happen right away in the next few hours or next day. It may take sometimes days or week before that chart kicks in. Okay, so here USDX, look at this. This is the chart, and here is going to drop. So the wave 5 will be ending here. This is C or whatever, I don't know, but you see right now what happened is that this was a the butterfly pattern, X, A, B, C, D. That's a reaction of that is wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then followed by wave 5. So it's going to come down here. Also, if you notice, remember this, the gold has a correlation with the USD most of the time. But nowadays, it doesn't have it. Watch it, go and check, how USDX is moving and how gold is moving. It's time, in sometimes this correlation goes away. And if your USDX is going somewhere else, gold is going somewhere else. The opposite. Sometimes they go together. Sometimes they go to opposite. So it's not that a rule of thumb that this must have, has to happen. Okay, so gold can be doing something else, and your USD going, USDS can be doing something else. But most of the time, the correlation is there. You're right. But right now, it's not. Again, second thing is that this is wave 4, followed by wave 5. But then what? If this is true here, oops. Okay, this is big ranging. Euro USD back to, so if after wave 5 and then USD start going up, we'll be getting strong. So this whole thing here, let's say this is X, A, B, and then if we posting C here, then D should be going up there. And if you remember this, maybe going to be, I think it's going to be a bearish. There you go. Okay. It's going to be something like this, isn't it? You can see it here right now. Here. I'm spending some time here because it is a very good question and it is learning for everybody else. Okay, now here. Oops. I don't like that dark thing. Let's say this thing comes down here at 23%. It could turn from here, doesn't matter. The C point will be anywhere between this this point and this point. Okay, the C point, this is B, A, B, and then C could be anywhere between. So, but most of the time it comes here. But then, according to the picture, it should go. You see this whole thing? Like this. Okay, and that will only happen when let me go back. See, even I got confused right now. Okay, this is daily chart. This is 4-hour chart right here. Okay, now this one is going up here, means getting strong. So that then when the USDX getting strong, then it will be Euro USD, Pound USD will be getting, going down, right? And then it's gonna come down to maybe here. Then those things will be flying to the upside and maybe finishing the pattern up there. Then after finishing this, then it's gonna make another turn, and then those bearish butterfly will be dropping down again, to the downside. So these patterns in between, we are taking this is called swing, not even direction, a reversal. Reversal is a big reversal on a daily chart or weekly chart. But all of these are swings and small Elliott waves, also making these patterns. So what I'm trying to teach you that, every single swing, that how you can calculate those swings, how you can count and know exactly where you are and then trade that. Even if it's a small one. On a 4-hour chart, this is nothing. But if you know that it is going up, I had it already. You see here, I showed it from the beginning when it was here. That will it hold? Because the calculation was there that this should be this, point D, or maybe 1, 2, this is wave 3, then we need a wave 4 to the upside around here, around 38%, where we are exactly right now, 38% of that. So I knew it that, the study of it or the knowledge of it, that we need wave 4 after wave 3, if once this butterfly pattern finished at point D, then we need a reaction going up a little bit, and then it comes down again for wave 5. But it doesn't matter that, it doesn't mean that we are keep going in one direction forever. We will make a change, little swings, little swings. This is what we need to learn here, that, after wave 1, we will follow, it followed by wave 2, a small, 68% retracement. Either you trade it or not, doesn't matter. But at least you know that if you want to trade wave 3 instead of wave 2, let it go. Okay, I don't want to touch this retracement. I'll just sit and wait. Similarly here, it was going up. I wasn't interested in EURUSD because I wanted to trade to the long side. So when it started moving down this USDX from here, then I'll trade, because that would be with the trend on the daily chart, and that is much safer. So I hope you understand now why all of this, one chart saying this and the other chart saying that. It because the other, the difference of the time frame. Weekly, I can show you weekly there is big trend up, but then 1 hour or chart or 4 hour chart, you will have a bearish setup there, a part of the retracement. Okay, even if the uptrend is on a daily or a weekly, but if you have a setup on a 4 hour chart, where especially like a pound, euro Aussie, pound Aussie, or a pound yen kind of pair, where small swing can count for 200, 300 pip. So why waste that? Yeah, euro USD or some other pairs don't give you that much, USD franc, but even on a 4 hour chart, a small swing, what you may call it, but euro Aussie, that small swing, 300 pip, easy. So we try to catch those. We try to cash out those things. That's all. And I don't even do that. I just love to catch the wave, the direction, the small turning points, and be right on all the time. That's all. Like this one, it's in front of you. Okay, so it is going up there. And this is another chart that I send out that is going up there. It shows how symmetrically this thing moves. Breaks the area, comes back, tested, break again, higher high, comes back, tested, break again, and then it is doing the same thing coming down. You see, it came down exactly here, then went up exactly to this high, then came down, went up, and then broke it, and going up to test it. This is how it does. So if knowing these things and draw these diagrams, I draw this thing and this thing at a time, because I know that this is going to be the route. And according to that, other pairs get moved. So right now it is going up. It is getting strong. When the USD gets strong, Euro USD, Pound USD supposedly coming down. If they're not moving. Pound is very strong, so Pound can still go up, even though USD, depending which one is getting stronger more. Okay, so I think the Pound and Euro, let me see, the Pound, see? It came down. But remember this, I always tell you that this blue line is like a borderline of changing direction. Not direction, like a swing. So next swing is coming up to the upside. If we, hold here, and even if it goes below, then you have a very strong number. Remember that number? 67.45 is right here. All these EMA stack is right here. So what happened? Watch that video, you will understand more. The price goes above these EMAs, then it comes down and comes within the stack of EMA, And if the direction need to be continue in the previous direction, then it will bounce from this, not break and go the other side of this stack of EMA. It will just bounce back to the same direction. So we are coming from above. You see, we went above it, then we're coming down inside it. And what I see here with the USDX and everything else, we're going to be bouncing from this area and then go up. In pound USD, I'm telling you. Let me show you the chart, pound USD, what it is doing. This is what it is doing. It's going, keep going up. And why it is keep going up? Because of this chart, remember? I sent this chart out. It's keep going. So look at the daily chart. We traded this area very nicely. I had a setup. I set out, exactly here, this area, and we trade all this. We are doing the same here now. If you, I don't know if you remember the chart or not. Let me show it to you. If I can find it. Maybe here. Right here, see? This is the chart I sent out on 21st March that we're going to be going, and it is telling here, if the TL and this number holds, then we may go back to 67.46 and beyond. And that's where we are. We crossed the 67.47 or 46, and we went beyond, and we are hitting the first time, and then it's the second try, and the week ending, so everything died out. Otherwise, I think we would have gone above 68.74 and beyond. So this is how the idea is. So that's the wave 4 finishing up. That wave 4 USD getting strong is holding this pound here, not letting it go up. Otherwise, you know how the pound index look like? It looked like this. This is a big triangle. Oh, by the way, also we are tracking that. Let's go over with that. Okay, here. You see? If I put these small up and down and then up. If I wouldn't put it up and down and it just says, okay, once we finish the triangle, it will go up. And then you will be coming down from D to E, and then it says, man, this guy said we're going to go up, and we are coming down here. But the thing is that these are small swings that happens. This is how the triangle is built. So what happened? This is what happened. We didn't go all the way up to hit the D, or maybe, this is the D right now. I don't know. But, look what happened. We went there. Okay, so this is how we follow the triangle, and this is very strong. Oops, this is not a current chart. Okay, the pound index is going up and up and up strongly. See, very big uptrend, and this after the triangle, usually we break out to the upside in the same direction, the previous direction. The previous direction is this. Now we fall into a triangle. So after finishing all those, the 5 wave A, B, C, D, E, I think that this was a D, small, a little small. Sometimes that happens. And then E came down to this TL, bouncing very nicely, and we are already broke to the upside and holding. So if the USDX start getting weaker, at least we will go to this high without any problem. If the 5th wave starts on USDX. So this is how you correlate each other, that, okay, this is what's happening, then on the other side, this could happen. Because USDX gets weaker, the pound gets, it just gets stronger, Euro gets stronger. Euro also sitting up there. Let me show you where it is. There it is, man. Euro. Okay, Euro chart, I said that, I said we're going to bounce from here, but it's wobbling around here at the TL, is messing around here, but it's still, you can see this very strong uptrend, And this is what I'm looking at on this Euro update. Is this 100% is AB is equal to CD, A, B, C, D, exactly 100% coming at this area, and 61% of this whole drop, 61% is also coming 44, 42. And this A, B, C, D 100% is coming exactly in that area. So I think I've been telling this, and I think that for the longest time that I think this is the target for Euro index to go there. So if Euros keep getting strong, and we're expecting USDX to go down a little bit and get weaker, then this thing probably, Euro USD actually will go, like I said, 39, 69, or maybe 40, 42, maybe possibly. And then we may turn it. Once we get there, we see what happens. Okay, so indexes are covered. Let's go take a look at yen index. What it is doing now, it is doing here. So you remember this chart? Okay, man, let me okay, all right, I was reading a couple of questions. So Fawad said, is that clear a little bit now? Because the gold you're talking about 1277, I'm talking about way below that, to be honest with you. It's gonna go down. Let me quickly show it to you. Well, let me finish this here, the yen index, okay? I just want to cover, show that where we are. Okay, this is where we started to watch. Well, we're doing it, but recently I caught it here. The setup was here, that it will come down to this TL. If we break above it, then we go to this high. But we came down nicely to the TL, right? And that was the chart that I sent out on 14th April, that now it looks like we're not gonna drop, we're gonna go up again, because the it's on uptrend, and then it's just start going up already. So yen index going up means yen gets weaker. Okay, all the other index going up means they get stronger. So yen supposedly getting weaker, and it start going up, but it's slow. Volatility is slow nowadays, man. I don't know what happened, but it's moving, but it's moving slow. So yen was getting weaker, and then pound, I just show you that the index is very strong and it's keep going up, and that's the reason our Mr. Dragon was is the best pair nowadays. We were tracking this pound yen from here, and again it went up. This is the triangle in the making, exactly just like the pound index was making a triangle. Triangle has 5 waves in it. I don't want to show it right now because it's going to get too complicated, but just you all have the picture of the triangle, right? So it's like wave A, B, C, D, E, 5 legs. So we were here, so I said it's going to go up and then come down and then go up, breaking the triangle. So we went to the D, then says come down for E, start coming down for E, and then going up, and it will start going up. So far I said target is 74.80. Since USDX, Nikkei, the yen index, I'm talking about saying Nikkei, that's the stock market. Had nothing to do with forex, but yen index was going up slowly. So this thing start moving, but slowly also. So we have still, pretty nice way to go. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, just keep hitting on the long side. So this is how, the market recap is for now. That is, we're still intact on the yen weakness is going up. USDX, like I said, that is very badly ranging because of the all of those guys coming out and saying different things. See, the market is moved because of these economic conditions, and especially these big guys like Draghi and Abe and all those. They come out and say things, and then the market reacts. So because of that, Euro USD is still there. It's on the move, but very slow, very shaky. So here yen index also. This is these triangles. Most of them you just saw that pound yen, this euro yen, pound index, all are in triangles, and this is the thing, the most dangerous in forex market, and not in forex, in any financial market. When the charts start making triangle, that it is the most dangerous and difficult thing to trade. Very bad times. Okay, because it has 5 legs, up and down and up and down, and catching and calculating these moves, very difficult. But once we get out of this, then it will be okay. Is this a live chart? Yeah. So we see here, we need to break this, just like pound index already broke and came out right around here. This thing will go and will break. If not come down, then it will break and go up, because I think this is it. All right, it's going to go up. So if it's keep going up and our pound is keep going up, then pound yen, we will be hitting that on the long side in coming days. We will see what happens from that. Somebody was asking about Euro Aussie. See, the problem is with the Aussie is not budging. It start giving up a little bit, but the real news to make a reversal is not there. We don't need a swing change over there. We need a reversal over there. Let me show you the Aussie chart if I have it here. This is the Aussie weekly chart we had earlier, way earlier, right? So it was actually going up when I made this chart. It was at 92.80, and I said 93.87 can give us a good reversal point. So it was a 100 pip up move. So far, so good. We made that move. Do I have a next chart or no? This is April the 15th, and this is how it is. It went up all the way there to 94.60, and then now dropping, but again, very, very slow and in a shaky manner. In this pair, we traded this leg very nice and clean, remember? Let me get the real chart. Okay, so we are coming down, but again, very slowly. So let's see what happens. This is a daily Aussie index daily chart. I pointed out that from here that we're gonna go up here this area, and we did. So this is the area 62.8, 62.08, and 62.0. It is a wrong number. It should be 62.67. Okay, so 62.67 is the number as I remember. Okay, so this is like a sandwich kind of area, very, very big number here, 62.67 right here on the index monthly chart. So it went up to that area very close, and now pulling back. So if it pulls back again, this could be wave 1, 2, 3, and then we may need a wave 4, and then again go up for the wave 5. Or we will just simply reverse and come down all the way. Anything can happen. Okay, so like Fibonacci was asking before, that one chart is showing the like the other direction, and the shorter term showing the other direction. Yes, this is what happens. This chart, you see, I'm on a weekly chart, I'm showing that it will come down all the way here. Somehow I don't have that chart here. Where'd it go? This is no. This is it, I guess. I remember there was another chart showing the current. Anyway, this is also 15th, April 15th, so you can see that, we went up there, and then it's a weekly chart. So we pulled back, we closed the week below 93.87. I remember 93.82. So that's a good sign. And then now this candle is all the way up here, down here, actually. So we are coming down nice and clean. So this chart, I'm showing that it will come down all the way here. But on a 4-hour chart, what it is that this could be wave 1, 2, and this is 3. We may come down around here for wave 4, and then go up for wave 5, maybe around this high. So we're talking about Forex market. We cannot be, like, okay, this is going to be for next 2 months, 3 months, it's going to keep coming down here in a straight line. No, it will make, waves, and it can come to this high, this low, or go up here. But what we try to find the location, the junction, the station. If it is this at the station and the move starts, God knows where, south, north, we do our calculation, and we, based on previous pattern, we say, okay, more like 90%, we're gonna go south. All right, but is it sure? No. If then strategy again comes in play, we will wait and see how it goes. If we say it's going to drop, then what we need to do, we need to see that, in certain level like this one here, okay, if we drop below this number, this support, then look for short. And if we find if it is dropping, if it is need to be dropping, then it will drop and will give you a short setup, definitely, right? So you take that setup. This is how we go step by step. Okay. Okay, the question is coming about it's oil and CAD and DAX. To be honest with you, I have not been watching oil at all lately, as well as the CAD. Everybody knows that I try to stay away from the CAD, Canadian dollar, USD CAD. I hardly talk about it. But since you asked the question, I will remember and I will look into it, and then I'll send you the chart. Okay. But I have no clue right now that what is the Canadian dollar. I don't even watch it. Okay, because the only reason is that sometimes it is so slow and so ranging that it's ridiculous. So and we are the pairs that we are trading right now, or we look into, they give us more than yen pairs are awesome. They give us a lot. So and after that, who needs more? Okay. So let me show you another one is the Euro Yen. Euro Yen, this was the chart, April 15th, that we're going to be bouncing and going to this triangle since that our Yen index was getting weaker, and Euro index, I just show you that is keep getting stronger. Right. So this is how you just do it. You find this level on a weekly chart, or some of those big levels from the daily market down trend lines, and then see if you have indexes telling you that which individual currency is getting weaker, which one is getting stronger, and then you come into the same pair that has both currency and see if it is coincide with those information, like yen index telling that it's getting weaker, euro is already stronger and stronger and stronger. Then euro yen is sitting on the trend line. So what does it tell you? You know what I'm saying? And right now it is where? Let's go and take a look. Start bouncing a little bit. Like I said, the volatility is not there. The pairs are not moving fast because of this nasty triangle situation everywhere, ranging, big ranging. I'm not talking about, usually people talk about ranging, 1 hour ranging, 4 hour chart ranging up and down, but this is a huge, big ranging time, especially on yen pairs. And similarly, the pound index is also a big triangle, 5 legs. But thank God we are finishing that thing now. We are at the end of these nasty triangles. All right. But once we break out, then it's going to be a big, fast move. Okay, always triangles and diagonals, ending diagonals. You have a very, very fast, big move. Especially ending diagonals. Well, I never talk about that, but one day I'm going to teach you guys. But yeah, diagonals and triangle both have the breaking point, the finishing point, and after that, big move. So we are ready for that. Don't worry. I'll make the charts and I'll send out immediately. All right. Add Crip asking where to find the index chart. I'm going to type here so that you can read because, I don't want to make a mistake. Can I type here? Let me see. I never did. Let me see. Right. Nope. Where do I type then? Okay. I'll tell you. This is how dumb I am when it comes to use the computer. Anyway, it's what I use. The broker has all those. Okay, thank you, Bella. But I don't know if everybody can see this or not. But this is Light Forex. Light means not. And let me spell it for you. It's LITE. Lightforex.com. This is the broker site. Lightforex.com. You go over there. You download their MT4. You might have to open a demo card or so. And it's easy. So once you download it, you can use it. Okay, you don't have to trade in that. You just use those indexes just to see where you are. And it helps a lot. I know that in the market and most of the people, they don't talk about it. All they talk about is USDX. That's all. I think that even more important than that is the yen index, because these things move really fast. Pound yen, euro yen. If they move fast. So why not pay attention to that? We are here to make money, right? So we need the fast-moving things. Okay. Radar for F-16? No, no, but I really don't know what you're talking about. Radar screen, I have no idea what it is. Radar, whatever. There's a lot of other brokers. The thing is that yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what screen is that, but I've been doing for years and years. When I started, I'm doing with MT4. I started with the forest.com. There, I forgot the name of those charting. They have they different charting, the light or something. I don't know. I forgot. So forest.com, and they have different e-signal charting. But they start charging after that, very expensive. So I dropped it. So if I found this MT4 and more people were using it. So now I got used to it. So yeah, very expensive, right? They were good and candlestick formation and all that. I used to like it very much, but expensive now. And there's no need to do it. And now I'm so used to this MT4, and I know it very well. And so rather just stick. You need to be simple and stick to what works, right? And I just showed you how easy it is. I mean, these horizontal lines, these weekly numbers. Let me show you this euro yen. Look at this. It is so perfect. This perfect channel. Look at it. This touch here. You take a parallel, you put it on this high. The price goes and kiss that line, drop and kiss the lower line, and then now going up. These horizontal, I haven't worked on this chart yet, but all you got to do is that this high, this high, this high, just mark those numbers down. This is what it is, 41.26. See, the price is messing around right in that with that number, weekly number. Very, very important. In fact, what I'm learning more and more is that this is what the price is doing exactly, going from one weekly number to another weekly number. Okay, and this is it. I'm gonna make something big out of it pretty soon. I'm working on it. Okay, yeah, have sweet dreams. What is it? Oh, it's more than an hour. Okay, and believe me or not, I did not even cover half of it, what I wanted to cover. Gold, let me just show you gold real quick. Noor, I'm gonna make the whole video about this exit triangle, okay, exit strategy. The strategy, simply, if you don't know any exit point, it's on 1 minute chart. Let me show you real quick if I can, but then again, the major things I'll show you. You can use very good strategy using pivot points. I have the webinar with that, but I don't know where the heck it is now, so I'm gonna have to look into it. But let me show you 1 minute chart and how you follow the price. Okay, am I in something? I think I'm in pound yen, so let me go there. I don't know if I'm saved or not, and then they spike down. Okay, I'm still safe. All right, so 1 minute chart, and forget about my entry. I'm just going to show you that, you know, a move, when the move starts, especially a good big move, then what do? Let's say, for example, this one, right? Simple, small move. You feel like that, okay, yeah, this is a nice setup, maybe, you know. Okay, you make an entry here. Or you make an entry on a 15-minute chart, or one you know, or 5-minute chart, whatever. But what you do is, if you have no clue about anything else, let's say you're waiting for a 100 pip hit or monthly pivot down somewhere. But what you need to do is to protect your profit is that you see this on 1 minute chart, you will see that the price will come down, then go up, then break the lower low in that same direction, then pulls back, then breaks this low, right? So every time this price break the low, you come down and sit with your SL on top of the last high. Okay, like here, you make an entry somewhere here, let's say, right? So the price come here, make a high, but then it comes down and break this low here, okay? It looks, it breaks the low of this one, right? Oh, man. Okay. So as soon as it breaks it, you move your stop from here to here on this high and let it sit there. Then it's going to retrace back and then break this one. Okay. Okay. As soon as you have a break of this, move your stop from here to here. Then it goes up and then breaks this one. As soon as it breaks this low here, you come sit here. And then it goes below, then it comes here, and then it breaks this here. As soon as it breaks this here, you come sit here. Then market will take you out around here. So you make an entry here, you get out here. This is one way to do it if you don't have any other clue what to do. Okay? If you make an entry, going in your way, keep going on a 1 minute chart just like that. Step by step by step by step. The other things need a big whole new webinar. Okay? And we are already hour and a quarter, 1 hour, 20 minutes. So I don't want people to go, you know, sleep on their desk. So I'm going to find the video. If not, then I'll do another video. I'll show you how to use the pivot points after one. Pivot points are the easiest targets, right? But then you draw channels, okay? Let's say, you know, this one, make it, you know, if you want the short-term targets. So let's say you make an entry somewhere here, so you want to show where the hell I'm going. Okay, make a channel out of it. Usually 90% of the time it will go and hit the channel. So you make this, and then you take the duplicate and put it right here on that. Okay. Oh, and I moved it. Okay. So this is how you make, and this will be your target. So see this, it closed, it came very close already, but it's dropping right now. So it may come down and hit this area. But if you make an entry here and it came close to this trend line and you are in good profit, you know, maybe it's 60, 70, 80 pip. This is 1 hour chart. Take the profit anywhere. You see this trend, whatever the pivot is. So pivots are very good targets. I'll explain you in detail. I'm just showing you just, and or similarly, like here, you make an entry after the break of this. It's somewhere here on a 5-minute chart. So connecting these two highs here and this one, take a parallel and put the low in between these two. So the lowest point in between these two highs is this. So make a channel and wait for the price to come and hit this channel. It is coming down now. Okay, so that would be your immediate target. The other ways are harmonic patterns have different way. If you don't know, then I will again, I'm making the video and I'll show you. The harmonic patterns, the first target is the point B. If you know what it is, let me show it to you. Others, if getting bored, can go. All right, let's say this one. All right, so this one, if you trade from here and then you're coming down, so you wonder that where the heck I'm going to go as a target. So your first target should be draw a horizontal line here from point D, because once you reach the point B, you're going to bounce. Okay, so what you need to do is you take profit here, at least 80%, and then leave the 20 if you continue going down. The continue going down, then the second target would be connecting TL of from A to C. Connect the TL, which will be coming by here. Okay, so that would be the second target. You break the point B, start going dropping, then you will hit this TL. That would be a second target. If break that, the third target is the low point of this C, and the fourth target would be the low point of A. By this time, you will make enough to get out. Forget about the rest. Then wait for the next day. Okay. So this is for targeting for harmonic patterns. Elliott wave, very simple. I'll show you how to do it. If you have wave 1 and 2, you're getting in wave 2, like Euro yen chart. Send out something out of, yeah, here. Okay. All right, here. See, if this is wave 1 and this is wave 2, the confirmation will come when we break above wave 1. We break this, then according to the wave count, wave 3 should be 1.618 of wave 1. If it is not going to be 3, maybe it is going to be C, then it will end around 127. But then you have a level here. Which one? What is the level here? The number 4283, right? This is from weekly chart. Weekly is somewhere 4283. I don't know. I have not worked on this thing. 4283. I don't know. One of these candle high is. I still have to make charts, man. Numbers here. So what happened is that if, for example, from here, from 4162, you break above 4180. Let's say 42. And this line here, the weekly number, what is it? This is 4283. My question is, if you get there, this is 80 pips. If it is not enough for you, I don't know what to tell you, but I will get out and wait for the next day. Okay, if you have two entries like that, come on, it's like 70 from one, 80 from the other, or 50 or 70 or something. You make 100 pips a day. A lot of people just wish that they can make 100 pips a week. Okay, so this is very powerful. You can different study has different targeting. Like this one, for example, USDX. Just now I showed you in the first time, in the beginning. Like it is going for Wave 4. So wave 4 is how much? Usually it is 38%, maybe 50%. That's the area. Okay, wave 4 cannot be 78% retracement. It can't. It's something else then. So if you have wave 1, 2, and 3 in place, then look for a 38% retracement. And that would be it. So if you're trading, get out at 38%. Don't even wait for 50%. It may or may not. It may turn around and take all the profit away from you. So if you are you make an entry from 127 or 1.618 third wave level, going against the trend, 38%, get out and get ready for hit for the fifth wave, because that would be a little bit bigger and with the direction, so you save there. So this is how it is. So I'm going to make a whole video about it and then show you that with the trend line and channel, you have, channel hit the target. You have Elliott waves, different calculation targets. Pivot points are also good targets. And harmonic patterns have my own specific targeting areas. First the B point, second a trend line, connecting trend line of point A and C. Then the third is point C, and then fourth point A. After that, usually we trade those pairs around 4-hour chart or daily chart. And if you get to point A, that's more than 100 pips. Easy, even on a 4-hour chart. Daily chart is more. So, once that happens, don't let the market take it away from you. Take it and run. That's my strategy, okay? You will never go broke taking profit like that. Believe me. If you wait that, no, 100 points is not enough, let's see if it can go to 200 points, and next thing you know, that you are, that all that 100 points are gone, maybe 25 more. So this is how it is. It's around 70, 80 pips. Always be ready to get out. Take profit, get out. Tight your SL. Okay, and just keep collecting those. Let me read a few questions, and then I'm going to close it down. Yeah, you're saying that I must have one. I have several, bro. So I'm going to make a video and then show it to you. It's easy. No, it's okay. Okay, gold. Let me see quickly. Gold. Gold is behaving very good so far. Remember the numbers I said. The first is going to go to 1264, then 1321, and then 1121. So instead of 1264, we made 12 probably 70 low, and then we went up to, instead of 1321, we went up to 1330, right? And then my third direction or third number was dropping to 1121. So let's see what happens. So far we are at 1294. I predicted that it is going to be 1121, which is beyond this level, man. So I would say this one here, sorry, I'm having a cup. So this one, maybe if you drop below this, then it should be like wave 1 and 2, and then wave 3 should be 1.618 target wise. Let's see if it is. Come on. Okay, 1.618 is even beyond this here. It is 1143. I said 1121, right? I don't know why I said it, but it must be some calculation. I forgot right now. I'll look into it later, but right now you can see that if this one is wave 1 and 2, then you have 1.618 coming here, 1143. Let me see. Oh, okay, hold on. The weekly chart. Here's the weekly chart that I have. Little fancy. Mumbo jumbo. See, from 1292 to 1321, then 1121. I wrote it down this long time ago. This chart I made, this is a EA that changed the dates itself, so forget about that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 5 should be here. So we will come down here first, 1180. We may break and keep coming down, or bounce, hit the TL, and then drop. The target is 1.618 of this whole wave 3, 4, 5, and 1.618 coming at 1032. May happen, may not, I don't know. But Elliott wave calculation wise is this. So right now, I said we will be coming down once we go up 1321. So we went up to 1330 and back to 1294 right now, right? So we're dropping, and I think coming to 1180 should not be a problem. After that, we'll see how things change. You got a big thing going in Russia, Ukraine, and there's a lot of things going on in the world, so anything can change the whole scenario. But Elliott wave so far is on track. And by the way, I tracked this thing from here. Let me see if I have it. I'll show it to you. This is the live chart. Oh, gold. Let me show you gold here. Do I have it? I don't think I have that chart here. Oh, see right here? When somebody asked me back then, September 13, it was here, then I said it's going to come down all the way here. And it did. See this chart here? It came down all the way here. Then it went up there, and now I'm telling you that it's coming down again here. So first time I was right, second time, let's see. Okay. It was a long distance from here to here. It's a weekly chart. One candle is a week. Okay. But this is how it is. This is like a running flat kind of correction. Running flat, we call it. A, B, C. C is less than A. Okay. When it goes above A, it will be just a regular flat. Okay. Okay, the question is coming, Francis, asking me that if this Elliott wave, where do you start? Okay, the theory calls for like you start from 1 minute chart. You try to count 1 minute chart, if you can count whatever it is, it's a correction, it is a retracement or impulse wave, whatever. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. And then you see that that small thing is a part of what bigger wave. For example, say tomorrow is no school, so I'm taking my time, and whoever wants to go, can go. If you're in a mood to learn, then stay. Not here, not here, and not here. Elliott waves here. Basic. Okay, this is the picture. So if you start, let's say this small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you see, a small correction A, B, C, and let's say if you see this whole thing is like you're watching on a 1 minute chart. So know that small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C correction makes a wave 1 and 2 of on maybe an hour chart or 15-minute chart. Then 15-minute chart, if this is wave 1 and 2, then you need a 15-minute chart, wave 3. Now wave 3, if 15-minute chart, wave 3 also have small 5 waves in it. It is an impulse wave. So you go back and see on a 1 minute chart that, okay, are you unfolding 5 small waves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that will confirm that yes, you made the wave 3 or 15-minute chart. But then what do you need? 15-minute chart, wave 4, A, B, C, which is 38% should be 38% of wave 3. So you pull your fib and you wait for this thing to drop in 3-wave fashion, A, B, C. You will see on a 1-minute chart very clearly. Once that's done and then start going up, what was the sign that you are going up for the wave 5? You will see small two waves, 1 and 2. The best way to trade these, once let's say you are expecting, you can see wave 1 and 2. For example, live example, I'll go back to Euro Yen. Just I showed you a little while ago, and I sent the chart out. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I just go by what it is. See, like this wave 1 and 2 is done. I don't know what is the bigger picture, but wave 1 and 2 is done. Then what you wait for is small wave, another wave 1 and 2, because the wave 3 is gonna come up, right? I mark here wave 3 is gonna be here, but wave 3 will have 5 waves, small sub waves, right? So let's say this H1 chart turn into 15-minute, and see if we can clarify if we have wave 1, 2 here, because sometimes you can't see on a bigger chart. Small subwaves, can't see. So, okay, now my question to you is that, does it look like wave 1 and 2 to you? It does to me. Let's measure it. Whoops, what happened here? Wrong fib. Okay, where's my fib? Right here. Okay, I'm gonna steal this fib from here, go back, and now I'll have it. Right? All right. So now you see that this wave 2 to the pip, it came and touched and kissed 61.8%. That is the characteristic of wave 2, right? So we have bigger wave 1 and 2, and followed by what? Wave 3, big one. But wave 3 will have 5 waves in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of that, wave 1 and 2 in the making. Wave 1 is also finished. Wave 2 having a small triangle. I just showed you the triangles on the bigger time frames, pound yen, pound index, all of that. A, B, C, D, E. It's like a small 15-minute crooked wave, but it is kind of a triangle. Triangle are, like I said, very complex things, so don't try to even count that. It's very difficult. But it looks like it is making, small triangle as wave 2, small wave 2 here, right? Here we go. So this is okay. Now wait for a breakout to the upside, then you will be in the very, very desired wave, which will be we call it third of a third wave. Third of a third wave. Most desirable wave that you want to be in. Why? Because the third wave is the most bigger wave. Most bigger and most faster, right? And the third of the third is the most biggest, and the fat part of the move is there. The third of the third. So this wave 1 and 2 is finished. Wave 3 should be underway, and out of that wave 3 we already have finished wave 1, and we are in wave 2, if it is wave 2, if it is. All right, this market can do anything. So what you need to wait is to break out to the upside, and you will see, okay, now this small third wave starting off this big third wave. That third of a third is the fat part of the move. That's what you want. Okay. So this is how you trade these, and this is how you make your targets. So if you practice that, if me just telling you right now, you may not understand it, believe me or not. Okay. But with practice, and you watch my videos, and ask me again and again, maybe I'll forget, then I'll explain you again. So how this subwave, where'd it go? I lost it. So these subwaves work. This whole big picture. I think this is, see? Whoops. kind of lost that. These are triangles. This is channel. Okay, here. So this is how it is. So this is like a 1 minute, 5 waves, 3 wave correction. So wave 1 and 2 of 15 minutes. Now, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a 15 minute will make only wave 1 of a daily chart or maybe 4-hour chart. And then all these small waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be making only wave 2 of a 4-hour chart. So you got 1 minute chart, then 15-minute chart, then higher degree of a 4-minute chart. And this 1, 2, and then followed by 3 and 4 and 5 will be making a wave 1 of a weekly chart. Okay, so you see these waves on every time frame, from minute chart, from tick chart to the monthly chart. But I don't do that. Why? The reason is because it's very complicated, it gets very tricky, and you get confused counting, and then you end up forcing it. That, oh, no, this must be the wave 2, this must be, no. When I see something very clear, okay, that's why it's good to have different tools like harmonic and channels and support resistance and all that. So if one word doesn't clear, then, if there is no harmonic patterns, look for the Elliott wave count. If there is no Elliott wave count, look for the SNR level bounce, simple. Or a trend line. Draw trend lines, channels, and you will find something. One of these setups will be there in front of you. Definitely. I can guarantee you that. If you're going to trade it or not, or you're going to make it or not, I cannot guarantee you. But one of the setups, this market is very, very harmonic. Very, very harmonic and very calculated. We just have to find it. You just, keep doing your calculation and all that. Look how, this trend line and the price come. This candle never touched it. It came down, never touched it. So it says, okay, I'm not going without touching it. So next candle comes, touch it, and then boom. Who telling the price to go touch this trend line? Not human. It is doing itself. It's very harmonic, very automatic. So, you just get the feel of it and get the confidence, and you're good to go. That's it. All right. So now I'm really, really tired, man. So I'm gonna go. Okay. This is probably the longest webinar I did. More than, it's like 1 hour and 45 minutes. Maybe half of the people are gone already. Okay, so whoever left, good night, good morning, good evening, and see you next time. Okay. Today everything is finished, and yeah, thanks, Ted. And yeah, learning never ends up, man. You keep learning, and believe me or not, the more I teach you guys, the more I learn. Okay, and that's how it is, and it's very addictive, right? We always want to do these things. So anyway, thank you very much for all of you to come in, and I'm going to be converting the file, and then I'll be uploading on my website. You can watch it again and again. Remember, please watch November 7, 2013 webinar. Very important to make entries. Use Magic Wave entries, Magic Wave strategy to make entries always. Never do without it. And never forget to put this SL, stop loss, right behind the wave. Okay, that's the only way you're gonna protect. Everybody will lose. I'll lose. We will lose. In the future, we will have losing trades. Okay. Somebody was, you never should losing trades. Why should I talk about it? The more you talk about misery, the more you get. Right. So don't talk about it. Don't worry about it. We will talk about how much we're gonna make, how good we're gonna do. We're gonna make 400 pips, 500 pips. Yeah, of course, we will probably have 100 pips in losing trades, right? But if you make 400 and then minus 100 that you lost, you came up with 300 positives. So just say I made 300 pips. Don't say that I lost 100 too. Why? Right? We don't need to talk negative. We talk to positive. So, we need to move on, on higher things. So we always need to talk positive, only talk positive. And if you have a losing trade, 18 pips, 20 pips, just forget about it. Like it is a restaurant, overhead of a restaurant. If you're running a restaurant, you have a light bill, bill, you have a water bill, you have paycheck to cut on Friday. So if you have $1,000 sale, 800 goes in overheads, right? The profit is only 200. So we don't cry on that. So if we make 100 pips and we give it back to market and maybe 30, 40 pips, we should not be crying. Okay. We make 100, give it back 40, fine, thank you. We still came out 60 pips a day, 80 pips a day. That's fine. So this is how we gonna go. All right. So this is it. Damn, I forgot my tea. Still there. So I'm gonna heat it up and drink it again. All right. So thank you, everyone else. And listen, there was one thing that I wanted to tell, but I forgot. Anyway, so I'm going to be uploading this on my website. And again, one more time, the last time, please do watch November 27 webinar, Process Before the Entry. It will help you a lot. Okay? All right, Adrian, Pancho, everybody else, good night.